Today is Wednesday, and since I will be starting a new campaign, a new series on the channel, today is pre-baiting time. Pre-baiting is done. I'm going up to show you where I will be fishing on top of the bridge to get a better vantage point. The water level is going down. The traffic noise is horrendous because this is the industrial part of the city. So these canals go through the industrial zone, and the problem with that is there's a lot of car noise and oh well. But the good thing is the water level is going down. The bad thing is that it carries a lot of weed with it. We're gonna have a lot of problems with the weed, unfortunately. Oh, Erkan, come on. I need to continue this elsewhere because reasons. The rods are set up. Let's see some rigs. Okay, the rods are in. We need to fix up this base so we can fish effectively. There's a lot of weed, and the weed is going to be a problem because the water level is going down and it's pulling all the weed from the rest of the canal towards me, because the exit from the canal is downstream or down there. So it is what it is. We will need to recast quite often, but oh well, that's fishing. The weed is a problem. It's time for a recast. A few key problems with fishing here. First one being the fishing depends on the water level, and the water level is constantly changing because the water level is influenced by the river. That's the first problem. The second problem is that there are a lot of nuisance fish because it's a wild water. So there's a lot of bream, small catfish, crucian carp. There are a lot of nuisance fish which I don't want to catch. So I have resorted to tigers because most of the fish don't bother with the tigers, and the carp love the tigers. So I think that's my best option. The second option is boilies, but the problem with boilies is that the small catfish love the boilies, and I think that the small catfish would make the fishing impossible, and I would need a lot of boilies, and that costs a lot of money, which I don't want to spend. So the best thing I think, is fishing with tigers. Maybe I'll introduce some maize or corn, but that again brings up the problem of the nuisance fish. So for now I'm fishing only with tigers, and I'm feeding tigers, so we'll see. I put a small PVA bag on the 2 rods that I recast now. I will put a small bag on the 3rd rod when it collects enough weed that it requires a recast, because I want to disturb the water as little as possible. The next problem is that I don't have a lot of time. I have time in the afternoon and that's it. During the week, on the weekends, I maybe have some time for some morning fishing, but night fishing is out of the question. First, because it's not allowed, and second, because I don't want to. It's difficult to film, everything is 10 times more difficult. I have no place to put the BV because, as you can see all around behind me, there's no place for a BV. I could put the BV up there, but then I have a long way down to the rods, and down there is a lot of rocks, a lot of weed, a lot of shellfish, and generally a lot of crap. What is this, a fish? Is it possible? Or just weed? The line went tight, but I think it's just weed. So there is a lot of problems with fishing here, but I think that those problems are mostly the nature of fishing for wild carp on a canal. It is a challenge. This is the first day. I will be fishing until I run out of tiger. I have prepared 50 liters of tigers, a barrel this high. So I will be feeding about 1 kilo every day, maybe a bit more if I see some action or I see some fish showing up. I'm fishing fairly close. I'm fishing about 10 meters from the bank. Again, because there's a lot of rocks near the bank, so I need to fish over the rocks. If I hook a carp, it will go straight into the rocks. So to prevent that, I'm fishing with 0.40 monofilament, which is quite thick. And I'm fishing with lead cores, about 1 meter of lead core on each rod. That's my defense against the shells and the rocks and the mussel and the sharp edges under the surface. I hope I catch a carp. Maybe not today, because it's a first day, it will be miraculous, but there's always hope. I just hope it doesn't drag along for a month, because I don't want to do this for a month. It is 24th of August. We'll see. The water is quite hot. Everything is perfect for summer fishing. We only need the carp to turn up. So wish me luck. Let's catch some fish. Something's happening on the right hand rod. I think it's a small bream or something. I need to recast that rod. Something's on it. Crucian carp. It's enough for today. It's getting late. It's 8 o'clock and it's getting dark, so I think I will pack up now. The bugs are horrendous, and we'll try this again tomorrow morning, maybe, or tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow. So see you tomorrow. Well, good morning. I'm so glad I came. It's 5 a.m. The sun is about to come up. Still pretty dark. It doesn't show on the camera because the camera is very good, so we'll start. There's less wind today, which is good. There is some grass carp here. I don't like fishing for those, but in this instance I don't mind if I catch a grass carp. Frankly, I'm fishing with tigers, so that's a huge possibility, but we'll see. Sunrise is so pretty. I am done for today. It's enough. It's 9 o'clock. It's hot. I will be back in the afternoon. I haven't fished for one day. Yesterday was Sunday, so I had family things to do, so no fishing. But today's Monday. It's 5:30 in the morning. The sun is about to come out very soon. The rods are in and we are chilling. Hello guys, this is a couple of days later. Actually it's more than a week later. The water level on the other spot has risen considerably, almost 2 meters, so it's impossible to fish there. So I have came about 2 kilometers upstream to try and find a spot where I can fish. The issue is that this side of the canal upstream is very inaccessible, which is partly good, partly bad. The good thing is that nobody fishes here mostly. The bad thing is it's hard to get to, and I have about 500 meters of carrying all the gear through the woods to get here. But I think I'm going to go back to the car and try another way around to here, so I can find some spots and maybe do some lure fishing, because I brought the rod, so why not? And I will go up and down this bank, so try to find some spots that it's worth to put some bait out and maybe fish for a weekend. So stay tuned, and there's some bass there, so maybe I'll catch some bass today. Well, after 2 weeks I'm back, because I was waiting for the water level to drop, and it took quite some time, and then it rapidly went down on Monday. Today's Friday. I lost a couple of days because I had work to do, so it is what it is, but I'm back. Same spot, there's the stairs. We'll see what we can do. I started feeding yesterday, but I don't think it will be enough. But we are optimistic. Or should I say I'm optimistic. It's 5 o'clock. There's sun only till 7, but I will be staying till 9. Maybe try a bit at night. which I should have done from the beginning, but I don't like fishing here at night because it's very public and it is what it is. I don't like it, so I'll fish a couple of hours into the night and then I will go home and then I will come back early in the morning. Well, it is morning, so good morning. I came back, the rods are in, it's 6 o'clock, the sun is just about to come up. We are waiting on a fish. I slept great, but I was half hour too late. We'll see, does it make a difference. I would have liked to be here half hour earlier, but it is what it is, so we're gonna fish for a couple of hours and we'll see. I didn't see any fish show, not last night, not this morning, so that is not very encouraging, but I'm gonna keep trying at this for today and tomorrow, and then I'm gonna call it quits because I have spent too much time, money and energy on this, and I will cut my losses and focus on something else, some other fishing. It's so peaceful out here, it's great. Only the two bridges and the cars they're always noisy, so. So, rods are in. I have put some bait out, not much, but 5-6 palms. That's enough. This is the last day I'm chasing after carp here. I've been doing this for a month, a bit more, with no luck, and we'll see. Today's the last day. On the other side there's a match fishing competition starting now, so we get to watch some competition, but from the other side. The sun is not out yet. It's a bit earlier than last time. I have got up earlier. The issue is that there's very little carp here, and the little carp that are here are extremely difficult to catch. I have spent over a month baiting, fishing, and zero luck. So I think I'm gonna give up on the idea of catching a wild carp on public waters, because first nobody's fishing for carp here, and secondly they're very difficult to catch because there's so few of them, and I just don't have the time to invest in chasing after 1 or 2 carp a year, which is about the average on what you can catch on these wild waters or public waters here where I live. Some people fish for just a handful of fish the whole year, and I just don't have the time or the energy to do that because I'm doing this and it's just not feasible. So I'm giving up on the idea. I tried last summer to fish on the Danube, also with no luck, and I gave up all hope. I said I'm not going to do this again, and clearly I did it again, and again no fish. So it is what it is. I didn't have much hope, but I had a little hope that I will catch something, but maybe just a little carp, a few kilos. It would be all worth it, but as I said, there's very little carp here. So thank you for watching, and thank you for hanging out with me. I will, starting of next week, begin to chase carp where I know there is, and they're catchable. So stay tuned and have a nice day. Bye.